Coming up on the Weekend Geeks, our look at the Fan Expo New Orleans Convention 2025. And it starts right now.
We are the Weekend Geeks, living the dream. Coming to conventions like a laser beam. Pop culture heroes from dusk till dawn. In the world of fandom, you can never go wrong.
Hello and welcome to an abbreviated edition of the Weekend Geeks. We're at Fan Expo 2025, the first convention of the new year. Always thrilled to come to this show. Last year, we didn't get to do very many shows, and kind of talked about it a little bit in our live video, but just hoping that this year is going to be different. And you have any conventions, Eric, that you're really excited about, that you're looking forward to on this calendar? I know a couple years ago, we made the same statements, and then we ended up at Comic-Con. Are you looking forward to Comic-Con?
Which one?
San Diego. As a person that's never been.
As a person that's never been, you know, it's interesting. It would be interesting to see the spectacle of it and the ridiculousness of it. If the fates line up, then yes, I'm looking forward to it.
But what are a couple shows that you really want to see this year that you maybe haven't attended?
Well, I've attended this one before, but I always want to go to Dragon Con. Pensacon looks like a good show. The Mid-Atlantic Nostalgicon, hopefully, comes back this year. And how about you?
You mentioned Mid-Atlantic Nostalgia Convention that moved to a new facility, along with Farpoint and a couple other conventions in the Maryland area. But that's what I was looking forward to. Just going to those shows and having a great time. I believe we're going to go to Coast Con this year. I want to try to make that trek. And I mean, last year, like I said, was just a crazy year for things. And this year, I hope is not. I hope we have an opportunity to go see a lot of different shows and all that. Now, we at the beginning said this was an abbreviated show. We're not really doing a full, I guess, Weekend Geek show from here, just because there's not a lot of coverage from this weekend. I worked the creator stage all weekend. You had some other commitments, but
I got here
like 2 hours.
Yeah, 1 o'clock on Sunday.
But just overall thoughts on, just as a person just came right in, what was the difference in this show this year compared to the last couple of years?
I'm just noticing a difference in the crowd. The size of the crowd. On Sunday afternoons, usually the crowd starts dying down, and I wasn't here Saturday to see how crowded the place was, but this looked like afternoon on a Saturday instead of an afternoon on a Sunday.
Not having a Saints game really helped that situation. I feel
so they should have done well this year.
Yeah, it just the show to me is more compact. Things are in different spots this year. We had wrestling that went on in a panel room right next to us. The creator stage was right next to a room with Guitar Hero going on and projects and stuff. And then there was I even saw yesterday, I saw a dance off happening in another room that was right next to a panel room. So it just a wide variety of weird. I also saw a haunted house. I didn't get a chance to go to it, but there was a haunted house here. I'm really impressed with the stuff that they had this year. It was a lot different against you, but it felt like the footprint was smaller because of where it was at. And hopefully, I mean, to you, did it seem like it was smaller, or was it kind of status quo?
The floor seemed to be the same size. Maybe everything was pulled in a bit. I think hall availability was an issue because the whole building is full right now. Every hall has a show in it right now. So
I'd be thankful for Marty. Well, thank Mardi Gras for that.
Yeah.
Well, look, when we come back, We'll take a quick pause. When we come back, we're going to talk about what we did here, a couple panels that we did, and we'll kind of just give a glimpse for the rest of the year and some other thoughts. So we come right back on the Weekend Geeks. Welcome back to our show from Fan Expo 2025. We're in panel room A, I believe, or this is the fan room in the New Orleans Montreal Convention Center. We had a couple panels this year. Our first one was Star Trek was the theme of it, and we kind of talked about how we still love the series. And then you hosted a second panel.
Yeah, we talked about is streaming going to usher in a new golden age of fantasy on TV.
And as a child of the late 80s and early 90s, I'm a few years younger than you. I didn't have fantasy growing up. It wasn't in my wheelhouse. I watched cartoons and like G.I. Joe and He-Man and stuff. And then when I got to be a little older, it was Star Trek and then video games. And that's what took the place of all that. So I didn't really have a lot of exposure to that.
Yeah, my younger years were with Beastmaster and Dragon Slayer and Conan the Barbarian and
all quality shows.
Yeah, all quality films.
Especially Beastmaster. Now we won't go into that now, but
I loved Beastmaster as a kid. I still love it, but it's not a good movie.
I challenge audiences to go back and watch those shows, that Conan and everything that was in the fantasy realm. But we're gonna have highlights. Well, if you want to see highlights from our panel, we have it linked in the description below for the full video from here for everything that we talked about, plus the toy video for the unification, resurgence, whatever you want to call it, the 30th anniversary of Star Trek Generations. And I alluded to, as we kind of wrap things up now, it's a quick show, just wanted to have a chance just to chat and catch up with people. But last year was a crazy year. It ended with a lot of uncertainties. I was supposed to have surgery at the mid to late part of the year, and that kind of pushed a lot of it out. We were hoping to get the San Diego review and the Star Trek convention review out there, but all of that happened right afterwards. I actually got really sick coming back from Vegas, so video got delayed and didn't get up there at all. So unfortunately, we didn't have that opportunity. But there's a lot that I'm looking forward to this year. I think money will be better for us. I think travel will be better for us. We have Owen Cotter at Sci-Fiction has offered to help us out with a lot of this stuff. So we're gonna see where the road takes us. I mean, I'm really, I say the word excited, but I'm looking forward to seeing things that we'll be able to do this year. And hopefully we're going to have a better year in movies and television. Hopefully. Now, there's not been any word if they're going to start doing productions or anything, but
no,
that's all that's going to have to be in the future. Well, on that set of really bad, unfortunate news, we're going to end the show. But before I do that, I want to say thank you for being with us these past, 4 years, I think, almost. 3 years.
3 years.
3 years of doing this YouTube channel and website and everything. That started with this guy right here. It's been a vision. 08.
15 years ago?
A long time
15
ago.
years ago.
It was a vision of his that I'm happy to continue, and a vision of mine to grow it further. We thank y'all for taking the journey with us. Didn't get to say that during Christmas time. I'm really thankful for the audience, thankful for the people that go to the website, thankful for the people who support us, and the new people that come all the time wondering, where is so-and-so going to be at? What convention is he going to? Where are we going to see this next person at? I'm happy to have that. Hey, and we also got some new stuff coming. I'm about to hire a writer, so we'll start having more content on the website, and I think that's about it.
Nope.
You got any last things? Any more unfortunate news that you can share?
No, everything is more fortunate.
Is more fortunate. Well, okay. On that set of fortunate news, we'll end the show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you again next time on the Weekend Geeks.